engineers are being held in the observation post southwest of Ngumba Industrial Zone. Boss, your mission is to rescue them. The targets are civilians. One male, one female. They were dispatched to the
Bro,
area
this
by the
game is
International
like
Health
fucking
Organization,
demonic. What
but
the hell?
disappeared shortly after. Extract the
Okay,
two
fine.
targets and help them escape the
What?
country.
What game you playing?
Oh no, I'm watching a YouTuber play Chapter 2 of Poppy's Playtime. It's literally just demonic, cursed. That was insane.
How long do I need to use you for you to let me play as you?
48 hours.
Damn. It's overdue then.
Bing bong.
Tell you to this in one line.
Shout out to Toe. Damn, we got school tomorrow. Oh.
Rescue the two prisoners being held in a guard post southwest of Ngumba Industrial Zone. The targets are civilians. One male, one female. Apparently they're specialists sent out there to investigate infectious diseases. They were frequent visitors to the devil's house in Zone. If you will finally be able to get first-hand accounts of what's been going on in that place.
Is Goldilocks here or no?
Yes.
Gold.
Good question. Tahe, I have a question for you.
Bro,
So, wait, do I just... Oh, this is...
if you're gonna ask about the PS5 games, get Tangy to log into your account and then you can do
Oh,
it for
no, I've already done that.
Okay.
So wait, can I literally just go and buy Royal now?
you. You don't even need to buy Royal if you already have well, you don't have. That's an option.
Damn it.
Who's Royal and Vanilla are two separate games.
Let's.
Young Royals.
So I just play the Vanilla first, like play through it a few
Flash
times,
forward.
and then get Vanilla. I mean Royal if you enjoy the game.
Well, I mean, like, I already like it so far. The starting was fucking wild. Now, yeah.
Finish it. Finish the game.
Okay.
Right.
What game are you talking about?
Persona 5.
Yeah.
Man, I
Please
think I have
take
that
care
game.
of me.
I was supposed to platinum Royal. But if Gold, oh yeah, I was gonna ask Gold if he wanted to play Siege.
I would love to play Siege, though.
Yeah,
You're not Gold, aren't you?
Are you saying you don't want to play with me?
Yep.
Yeah, why do you want to play with me?
That was a joke. I just wanted to ask Gold because.
I'm not even at the right house, you fuckwit.
Yeah, well, still.
Right.
I would have
could play
asked
pretend
Gold
if you
first, and then anyone else. Time to go through OBS.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Please stop moving. Thank you. Alright.
Join into game chat? Question mark?
Roger that.
Okay.
What's the one else? Like you said, literally.
I'm so confused. Who's you talking to?
No one was talking.
Am I going crazy?
You're talking.
You are you are indeed going crazy.
Enemy squad is on its way to the guard post. Watch yourself.
Yep.
The objective is to rescue the 2 targets. Check their location on your iDroid.
No.
3 big guys.
Four big guys.
Wait, what day is this?
Sunday.
Oh no, the guy said, what a waste of my Sunday and game Saturday.
Incredible. In this game, there's a buddy that I can get,
Okay.
and she's really helpful. But whenever I let her just kind of sit somewhere and snipe people, she just constantly humming the same song over and over again. It's like psychological horror, and it hurts everything in my body.
Bro, I listened to the same song for at least 5 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's like 2 notes over and over again.
guys, what game should I play? I don't know what to play. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fortnite.
You have.
Yeah, I'm going Fortnite.
What's a joke, but whatever.
No, I'm going Fortnite.
You
The
guys
last
can't-
person of the 7 should be out soon. She is on the island.
Have you guys seen that movie? 7?
Oh.
Like, I think I know what you're on about.
Yeah. Morgan Pitt and Brad Freeman is in it.
Nah, I'm talking about the 7.
Oh,
The
no
baby.
movie.
Done.
Target extracted. Now extract the remaining target.
I don't care.
I was playing with Tony.
Tony Montana.
Everyone in this game is so blind, it's amazing.
No.
Like, I'm just sitting in the open and nobody saw me. Someone stepped on me. Incredible. Let me just...
Get you in summer.
Man, I feel a weed edible.
One day Dingleberry.
Over there.
Bye.
Yo, wait.
This way. Big this.
Officers out in that situation. Great work. Now exfiltrate.
3 of you went to the incredible.
My butt feels weird.
Hey, what's going on in here? He seems bad. Oh, no, shit! F you! This is dog. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, bitch.
Okay.
Say woof again.
Hey, woof again.
I forgot to change my
I
arm.
don't know. Why? Why did you make another one?
One of these days.
One and only.
Hey, got an S rank.
You win this
I'm
round.
so cool at this.
Moo! 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 Moo!
These
I'm
videos
Moody.
are great.
You are my best friend. We will go for walkies, and we will go on a picnic, and we will have so much fun forever and ever and ever. And Moo! Moo!
What the heck?
Oh, it's so fucking
My
cold.
lips are stiff.
I'm
They don't show signs of anything.
Dad, I don't know about this. You're doing great, son. Wow, I'm freezing my udders off.
Cypher used them.
No, bitch.
Relax, my boy.
It's still cold. Shut up. No! This tail is mine, and it's mine, and it's mine forever. It's mine. Could you not?
What if I told you that this video was one big marketing?
No!
The very end's amazing.
He said he doesn't know what
The
was
guy
wrong with
tripped on
it.
himself, didn't he?
English version.
Sorry.
If I told you that this video was one big marketing job?
No!
If you are playing this God of War game after playing the older ones on PS2 and PS3, first of all,
While
you'll
staying on
notice
the
that
battlefield
the
that
combo
long
system
will have a
feels
negative
very
impact
different.
on your health.
The free-flowing
Why not
system
head back to Mother Base for a shower once in a
something
while?
a bit heavier, and you'll also notice that it's squishy.
Okay, just call me Stinky like that, I don't care.
Punishment
Stinky.
before you die. Also, a big shake
I
Stinky.
wasn't asking you.
You Tina.
It's an axe that can come back
Your
to
mic
life.
lagged, I did not hear anything you said.
So whether this is your first God of War game or you've played the previous one, these tips should help you get up to speed with the combat system.
I'm gonna pretend that wasn't important.
R1 will trigger light attacks,
good to go, Chief.
and that'll give you a basic combo of 3 horizontal swipes. R2 will give you a heavy attack.
What's the matter?
The basic combo for heavy attacks is just 2 inputs of R2, and R2 is your big upswing and a big downswing. So where the combo system really takes off is that light and heavy attacks can be chained into it. And this is where you're going to have to
My god. Wow. Look, my guy, I know women are scary, but you don't need to be like that. Alright, maybe you could be like that. No, like, that makes sense. What did that guy do?
Who's ever playing this music? It's actually making this scene really funny.
This is from the witness.
It's really not fitting music for what's happening right now, but I mean, like, whatever worked. Oh no! Oh god.
It's fitting music for me though. Literally, I've just been like, it just showed like the scene of my guy being in jail.
Oh, you're at the Velvet Room, aren't you?
Yeah, it was so fitting because like the two girls just came across and they just showed.
Yeah, Lady Lavenza and no, not Lady Lavenza. That's fuck spoiler.
Did he make fun of your hairstyle, so you need to rip out his teeth? That's great.
No. It's like when you're beating up every single villager and burning down the village. Minecraft, be like.
I do it every day just to make myself feel good about myself.
What caused this to happen? I'm gonna be honest. Like,
It's just like you're beating every single villager and then burning down the whole village. Minecraft
Yo,
music be
helicopters
like,
are back in Fortnite. Let's go.
it's not even playing through my mic. I just realized. Voice minute output. Oh, it should be. Playing through my mic. Hold on.
This happens a second time. There won't be a third.
Oh man.
Boss, about Eli. I heard that one product of the Les Enfants Terribles project went missing in Africa. The age would be about right. Now, I'm not saying I think it's Eli, but I want to run a genetic test all the same. Don't worry, I'll have it done without him noticing. The test may take some time, but I'll tell you as soon as we have the results.
Intriguing. Whoa.
Gotten used to this place?
I guess so. Yeah.
Roger.
It is pretty unique.
This is B-Squad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Well, that's what counts, right? Nobody here treats you differently based on your color or country. In that respect,
This is B-Squad.
open mind.
On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Oh, hey.
Boss, this contract comes from the Mbele rebel militants. That's right. That general's fighters. Recently, one of their child soldier platoons staged an insurrection and split from the main group. Thing is, they took a hostage with them. The general's brother, his number 2. The contract is to extract both that prisoner and the leader of the renegade platoon. The message reads, "I love my brother. You must bring him back to me alive." It also says this about the leader of the child soldiers. He is an excellent soldier. I want to persuade him to rejoin the ranks of the righteous. Sounds a little too forgiving for the man who ordered those kids dead at the mine. I wonder what kind of persuasion the general has in store. With that in mind, here are your objectives. First, rescue and return the general's number 2 as requested. Second, extract the renegade leader, and we'll keep him at Mother Base. In other words, extract both targets out of the region. Good luck, boss.
Heading to Central Africa.
objectives are to extract the child soldier's commander and their captive, the General's number 2. This child soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mbeli militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map. Boss, the child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt. Reconnaissance is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your iDroid. Security's pretty light. There are fewer kids around than our intel suggested. Maybe they sent some out on patrol. General's brother, his number 2. Get him out of there, boss.
Snap goes.
The prisoner's starved and fatigued. He won't survive the Fulton extraction. Get him out by chopper. Choose an LZ and we'll send the chopper there.
Bangi ya General ya Bakala Ilungu Mosi Tata ya Bankaka na Mono Elaka Mono Mambu General Saraka Bantu ya Buta Iyambele Etinkaka Mosi Bete Moso Bampangi Atampidina Yai Kentango Kutoka Diaka ni mabe Menga.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Lambi.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. extracted. Next is the commander. Check the VI on your iDroid to see what he looks like. Nice work. Another group of child soldiers. No, must be a squad they had out on patrol. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
No, I didn't realize there was a setup.
Cover me!
Don't hurt any of those Full equalizer pistol or CQC to put him down gently.
Her doesn't necessarily translate skill. I can fatally injure them, but I can't. I'm not They're gonna. Yeah, I saw that coming. Okay. Quiet. Why didn't you do your job better?
Talk to me! Snake! Snake!
Prisoner extracted. Next is the commander. Check the VI on your iDroid to see what he looks like. Another group of child soldiers. No, must be a squad they had out on patrol. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
I think that's the guy.
Cease cover fire! Begin cover fire!
There he is, the commander. Extract him. Roger.
In fact, this guy's the commander and he's a child. I know all the others are children, but like, it's great.
We don't need the commander calling out to his boys. Before you extract him, make sure he's good and settled down.
This is Pequot! On station at LC!
You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Might as well wait here.
Gaining altitude!
That was simple enough.
Departing!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Mission complete, boss.
Game telling me that, Quiet was hard carry? It's because she was? Oh.
Boss, about how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon, and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care.
Quite. I want to know about that. Ugh. Troublemaker.
Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
Keep me away. I ain't gonna be none there. I'm too important. I don't care if I need a shower. I don't care if, like, I will be paid $1 billion, and gonna save my chest.
Look closely. Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa. Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. That'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. But they will listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care they need. If we do nothing, we'll only lose more people. We have no choice. Boss, open your iDroid. I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management. First, take a look at the quarantine facility we've set up. We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility. But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic. So how do we identify them? At present, we have no way to tell them apart. But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected to the quarantine facility. We'll monitor them and then contact you if there's a change in their condition. Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections. You should continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic. Also, until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff. We cannot let this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this, fast. We're counting on you. A new job's come in. It's a hit. I'm the human trafficker who sent Shivani and the others to Nzoya Badia Bulu, where you ran into Skullface. The thing is, this guy might know something about the disease that's going around Mother Base. The symptoms are similar to the ones we saw at that factory. Start by checking the mission details on your iDroid. Look closely. Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. The infection rate, along with the number of dead, are both on the rise. If we don't find the cause, and soon...
Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House? This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. It could be a counterplay by Skullface.
That's insane. You mean they weaponize parasites?
Parasites as weapons. That definitely falls under the Biological Weapons Convention. But it's something the world would never see coming. And no one's ever developed a vaccine for parasites.
So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa?
It may be. But if it is, how did the Yellow Cake and Walker Gears fit in? There must be something bigger we're not seeing. Anyway, our priority now is to prevent more casualties.
The medical team is studying the infection, but we can't treat anyone until we know the root cause. All we can do right now is halt the spread of infection. remember before, boss. When Quiet attacked one of our guys on Mother Base, stuck a knife in his mouth. He's one of the very few soldiers who've had contact with her recently. Close contact. I don't think it's a coincidence that he was among those who became symptomatic pretty early on in this epidemic. Saliva and blood spatter, an open wound, mucosal infection. Whatever is causing this got inside him then.
Miller, that is a baseless accusation.
The source of the infection is Quiet. Everyone suspects her.
We don't know that. And we've come across these symptoms before. The bodies in the water at the oil field facility. Those sick people in the beds at the Devil's House. They're identical to what we've seen while we've been after Cypher. The infection could have come from elsewhere. But at the very least, she does know something.
It's not like she's gonna talk.
No, not through words anyway. But what about her actions? Quiet held a knife to that soldier back then, before he became symptomatic. There must have been a reason for that.
A reason for shoving a knife down the throat of one of our men.
What if she's capable of identifying who's infected? What if she was trying to stop the infection but couldn't communicate that to us? The answer to that, the source of the infection, might be in the mouths of the infected.
You think there's some kind of clue in their mouths?
I don't know. But maybe there's something about the mouths of those who've become symptomatic, something in common.
Something their mouths have in common. Forget it. We can't trust her. Even if she can spot the infected, I don't want her help.
I understand how you feel. But this is something to go on.
Can't you see it's just like I said? Bringing her here was a big mistake. Quiet is gonna be the end of us.
Stand down. You've got zero proof. Try to keep an open mind on this, boss. There has to be a way to identify who's infected.
That's a good theory, though. Like, Quiet can see who's infected. Because that'd make a lot of sense.